and we are picking rhubarb. What is rhubarb exactly and what can you do with it? We're going to talk about that.
Okay, here we are standing in a rhubarb patch. So rhubarb is a perennial plant, so that means that you plant it once and then it regrows year after year as long as you keep it healthy, keep it nice and mulched, and keep the weeds away from it. So one important note about rhubarb is that what you eat is the stalk of the plant, not the leaf. The leaf is actually toxic, so although we love our greens, this is one green that you definitely don't want to eat. So when you go to harvest rhubarb, what you do is you come down towards the base of the plant and you want to harvest the whole stalk because this is the nice juicy tart part that you can use in your spritzers and your pies and your jams. And you just cut right at the base and then you trim off the leaf and that can go right into your compost and then you have yourself a nice stalk of rhubarb. And one note about planting rhubarb is that it's a plant that likes afternoon shade, so it does really well if you plant it against a house that is sunny during most of the day but might be shaded come 3 or 4 o'clock. They tend to thrive really well there.
So rhubarb it's this stalk that looks a little bit like a pink piece of celery, but the taste is very, very, very different. It's actually very, very tart, which is why you see rhubarb mostly used in desserts and recipes that call for lots and lots and lots of sugar. But this need not be. We're going to demo a recipe for rhubarb simple syrup that can be used for some delicious summer mocktails. One thing I will mention, I've got a few strawberries here. Strawberries and rhubarb is kind of a classic pairing. You might see those together a lot in recipes, and the reason or sort of the rule that I like to use for this is because what grows together goes together. So if two things are in season together, they generally pair quite nicely, just as a little FYI. So today we're going to make this rhubarb simple syrup sugar-free. I'm going to chop it up. And this recipe is so easy. Anybody can do it. Okay, got 2 stalks here. Just give a quick chop. I'm going to put them in a saucepan. All right, cover them with fresh water. Oops. Okay, and then I add a little bit of vanilla. You can use as much or as little as you like. I'm going to just add a few drops, and this just mellows it out and makes it lovely. Okay, and then a drizzle of maple syrup. This is where the sweetness comes in, and this is good old New Hampshire maple syrup. All right, so I've got this beautiful pot here. And I'm going to put it on the burner, bring it to a boil, and then down to a simmer until it gets very soft. So it'll take about 20 minutes. So this is what we've got to start. I've got my rhubarb and some water with a little bit of maple and a little bit of vanilla. And after simmering for 20 minutes, it breaks down and looks like this. Okay? So I'm just going to strain it into one of these cocktail glasses here. Carefully. Okay. And I'm going to mix this with a little bit of sparkling water, just to give it a little fizz and a beautiful strawberry garnish. And there you have it, rhubarb simple syrup. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that is beautifully delicious.